everyone, it's Maxwell and we're here with another Summer Little Bites, and I'm here with Lauren Patzer. Alright, so, just right off the bat, since this is a show about cereal and we are very serious about it, today we are looking at a limited summer edition cereal from Cap'n Crunch. It is Orange Creampop Crunch. Have you guys ever had a Orange Cream Pop? It's one of those ice cream pops. They're usually vanilla. They come on like a stick. And they have like an orange coating on the outside. So it's like vanilla and orange flavor. They're pretty good. But these are supposedly meant to capture the flavor of a orange cream pop, an orange creamsicle, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, indeed.
Have you guys ever had an orange cream pop, an orange creamsicle?
Absolutely, I do enjoy them.
And they actually do kind of smell like it. They, in addition to like the oaty scent of Cap'n Crunch, they also have like a kind of vanilla citrusy scent.
I can't spell anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just not getting the scent at all, so maybe it's not that strong.
Yeah, it is a little faint. It is a little faint.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it'll taste strong.
Yeah, give it a try. I'll read off the nutritional information.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
All right. There are about 17 servings in this box. Serving size is 1 cup. Calories are 150, 33 carbohydrates, and 16 grams of added sugar. So it's a little bit high in sugar, but just, adjust your serving sizes, to make sure that you fall into the correct grams of added sugar you should have in a day, and you should be all right. All right, though.
Absolutely. I think the reason I can't smell this is because as you age, your sense of smell starts to dim just a little bit.
Interesting.
So that might be why I can't smell it.
That is interesting.
Yeah, sometimes I can't smell things from either of you guys, and that's because of allergies. So
Yeah.
it affects all ages. I know the feeling. All right, but yeah.
So speaking of Lauren's distinguished and lengthy life,
Yes.
he is an author, he is an actor, but he's another kind of artisan as well, Maxwell.
Yes, that is true. Yes, you are a game designer,
I
aren't you?
am a game designer. That is absolutely correct.
Now, you have made one game based on one of your horror books.
One of my horror
your
novels.
Spooky books about the spooky
Granny
witch.
Vale.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
spooky. But
Fire
you've
witch.
also made another game, and that's the one you'd actually like to share with us today, correct?
Dragon Academy.
Yes, Dragon Academy.
Very cool.
Yeah, so what do you do in this game? And this is a tabletop game.
This is a tabletop game. It comes in 2 boxes. I mean, that's how much stuff there is in it. It's a cooperative game, so you can play it all by yourself, or you can play with up to 4 players. And you guys gather resources, or in this case, mystical things like there's people and dragon magic and something else. I'm trying to remember what they are. But they're 3 different resources that you gather in order to overcome obstacles or challenges. I think we call them challenges. And there's a playing board that you have, and it's laid out, and you can have up to 10 challenges at once. But if you can't draw a card and put another challenge down, you lose the game. So that's why it's important for it's kind of fast moving, and each person takes their turn. They gather their resources, and they get extra cards. The people that have extra resources that come with them, that you draw at the beginning of your turn. There's buildings that have extra resources you draw at the beginning of your turn, and there's even special items that you can have that you can draw extra resources at the beginning of your turn. And it's important because as you start gaining more and more resources, you actually start drawing more and more cards per turn. And so that accelerates the danger of the game and trying to get all the obstacles taken care of before you lose. We did a couple test runs playing it, and about 75% of the time we won, but about 25% of the time we did not win.
I love that you bring that up, Lauren.
Yeah.
That's something that you don't really see that with acting.
No.
But you do see it with like writing, where like you'll show the work to an editor or to what's called a beta reader.
Right.
But with gaming, it is absolutely required. It is so important to play test the game.
Absolutely.
That's so interesting. And that is how you develop that ratio of like how difficult is it?
That is absolutely true. Yep. I adjusted the number of resources you get and the number of how hard the cards were, how many of the really hard cards there were, and how many easy ones there were. And just it was a little bit of a balance, finding out what you get. I think there's 3 buildings. There were 4 originally, and I was like, okay, that's too many buildings. And so we trimmed it down to 3 buildings, and then we've got the 3 professors.
Yeah.
That you get to build for each house.
I was actually just about to ask you, talk to us
Yeah.
about the creative premise of the game.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
are players dragons? You said something, it's called Dragon Academy.
It's Dragon Academy, and so it's very much like a school for dragons.
Oh, I see.
And so you play a dragon student. There are 3 different students you can choose from for each house. And each person plays a different house. And then each house has professors, and they also have buildings.
And the professors are also dragons, right?
Professors are also
I
dragons.
love that.
And all the challenges are dragon themed. They're things the things you'd experience as part of a Dragon Academy.
Yeah. So it's not like How You Train Your Dragon, where
Right,
you're like
right,
a
right,
kiddo
no.
who's training a dragon.
No,
You're dragons.
You are dragons.
Yes.
So it's like dragon classes that you have to excel in, and a lot of them mirror, the regular kind of schoolwork. But some of it's really unique stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's field trips you go on, and then there are outside, challenges that come in from different, different natural disasters or from villains. So it's very varied.
Lauren, are the villains dragons too?
That's a darn fine question, and I don't tell you in this version.
Oh, I love that.
Interesting.
Love
This
that.
is Dragon Academy Year 1.
Yeah.
So in the future years, we may get some different, interesting stuff. We should look at some of the cards.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Max, tell us what you think of this cereal while Lauren and I get the cards out.
Absolutely. So I'm going to say that the thing I notice immediately is not actually the taste of vanilla ice cream or the taste of like orange citrusy flavor. It's actually molasses. And you might have noticed me checking the box, and I was looking for molasses, and yes, there is still molasses in this variation of Cap'n Crunch, and that is what gives Cap'n Crunch its normal taste. Like these little like pillows, biscuits, whatever you want to call them. Molasses is what really gives them that like taste. It's like a brown sugar, like very nice flavor. But what's interesting is, and I have to say, Lauren, I think I understand now why you probably couldn't smell it, the scent of orange and vanilla. The molasses kind of overpowers them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like when you actually take a bite, I got a little bit of citrus and a little bit of vanilla, but mostly what I was tasting was still the molasses.
It's very strong.
It is such a strong flavor. It's a good flavor, but the molasses takes center stage, so it's like a normal piece of Cap'n Crunch. But then there's like the vanilla and orange tastes come in like almost like an aftertaste. And I'm not really a big fan of that. I can't lie. And I honestly don't even know if having this as a spooner, someone who has their cereal with milk, would make that much of a difference as opposed to having it as a snacker, someone who eats their cereal dry. Because those flavors, if they aren't coming through regularly, I'm worried that they might go into the milk, and then you have like a strange vanilla citrus milk, and that just doesn't sound very good, you guys. Yeah. I am glad I tried it though. It's definitely interesting, but I don't think it's gonna be my go-to summer treat. I'm gonna give it a 1, you guys. I mean, I finished my plate, so that says something, but just if you pick this up, just know what you're getting into.
Yeah, I can taste a little bit of the orange. Otherwise, it's just kind of the molasses. So
Yeah.
honestly, I prefer the straight up Cap'n Crunch.
Yeah, same.
Than this.
I also like the Oops All Berries. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't make this a Oops All Berries variety, like scoops of orange ice cream like that.
Oh,
That would've been
yeah.
neat. Yeah.
Oh, except isn't there a cereal called Scoops?
It sounds vaguely familiar, but yeah, I would give this, I think, still a 1 out of 5. But finish the plate. So if this still sounds good to you, maybe give it a try and see what you think. Lauren?
Yeah, I think 1 out of 5 is probably solid.
Okay.
It might taste a little better in milk, but I would probably just give it a 2 out of 5. I'm not actually excited about this one, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. And people like different things. You guys might like it. And again, we're having this both as snackers today. Neither of us is a spooner today, so maybe as spooners it's a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe it's a little creamier, brings out that vanilla or something.
Yeah. But this is. I just gotta say this is really cool. I love like board games, card games, all that stuff. The art is so great.
Yes, indeed.
I just love this like aesthetic that you have going
Dragon
here.
Academy, love it. Thank you, Lauren.
Oh, you
Thank
betcha.
so much. Yep, a lot goes into the game design process, no matter what kind of game it is.
It really does. Yep. There's even I mean, I laid this all out and did this, and then I came in-house to talk to our, our lead game designers to find out, what do I need to change? What works, what doesn't? What do we make these things out of? We had to make decisions about the resources. These are, paper, and they're good.
Yeah.
We looked at some different products to make those, and
Plastic
plastic
chips.
Plastic
and,
chips. But it was just too expensive, and we didn't want to price it out of being something you could get and enjoy. So
I really appreciated that actually about the process working with you, Lauren, because your bottom line was you wanted the game to be affordable.
Yes.
As opposed to like, no, we have to have, the cool little plastic chips. And it's like, yeah, I like those little chips too for counters, but I'm also willing to use pennies or cardboard.
Or little cardboard.
Full color cardboard if it means that someone isn't going to have to spend $25 for the game.
Right.
All right, you guys.
Absolutely.
You're at your time.
All right.
See you next time. Redundant.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Start your day with silly and safe. Start your day with sassy and sage. Sincerely, simply, seriously cereal.